All right, so when it comes to relationships, how much influence do you give your parents? In a teaser for the latest episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kris Jenner revealed something huge to Kourtney about what she wants for her future.
There's nothing that I would love more than to see you live your life and grow old with someone, be happy and content and peaceful. And it would always be so fabulous if it was the dad of your children, you know?
So right now, everywhere you look, you're seeing photos of Kourtney and her current beau, Travis Barker. Kourtney and Scott have 3 kids together, but never married. Scott is currently dating Lisa Rinna's daughter, Amelia Hamilton. All right, so do you guys get influenced by your parents? If your parents didn't like your significant other or told you it's time to get married, do you listen to them or do you go the opposite way? Al?
Oh, I listen, but I think everybody's parental situation is different. I think your parents shouldn't be given respect; that it should be earned. And with that respect and that earned trust, their voice should mean something. It's so interesting, Jeff, that people have their parents grow up and they're like, "My dad is everything. My mom is the moon and the stars," and then they both say, "Hey, we don't think you should do this," and they're like, "No, I'm doing my own thing." It's like, well, what was the point of all this? So listen to the people that you trust.
Yeah, I think I was influenced. You know, maybe not even knowing it. You know, who I dated and if it was appropriate or not. Not in a way that it stopped me or is that vocal, but I look at my parents more as like a role models to me. They're married for 50 years, so I look at that as opposed to what negative things that they would say, which they wouldn't.
Tori, listen, I'm going to say something unpopular here. I am astonished that Kris wants Kourtney, and I don't know this family other than what I see on the show, that Kris wants Kourtney to stay with Scott when they've been on again, off again, on again, off again. What kind of example is that to your children? But on top of that, Scott continues to date, and I'm going to sound judgy here, but I'm sorry, dating like really young girls. How old is Amelia? Someone would have to tell me. 19. How old was Nicole Richie's younger sister, Sophia Richie, that he dated? Also really young. He's like a 40-something-year-old man. That's weird. If Mark and I broke up and he started 18, Amelia is 18, I was just told. 19?
Whatever.
Give me a break. If my husband, if we broke up and he starts dating 19-year-olds, I would think completely different than him, Tori.
And I hear that super clear, but remember Kris Jenner. Oh, okay. So Kris Jenner is also a person, and Scott Disick lost both his parents, and Kris Jenner likes to mother everyone. So she wants to keep everyone in the fold, and I think that's the fault that lies with Kris Jenner, is she's trying to protect Scott Disick as well as not thinking about Kourtney and that. That's kind of inside the weeds, but Kris Jenner feels like he's her son in a way. So I think that's separate. I will just say in the Jewish culture, the mother like basically picks the spouse, so that culturally we are very involved. And that is something that it's just part of it. Maybe it's an Italian thing too, but I just know in the Jewish culture, the mother and the father are like, it means a lot. Their influence means like I have to go to therapy for it.
Wow. Yeah, Tori, would you ever go against your mom if she suggested a guy or like you were with a guy and she said no?
Yeah, but only after I've really been to therapy and learned what boundaries were, because we got a little enmeshed. That's what happens in those kind of families like that. So I learned boundaries, and I was a little late, but I learned it.
And how does that make Travis Barker feel? What if they end up getting married?
Good point.
I know.
You know? There's always going to be that rift.
Totally. Huh. All right, well, coming up on DVL.
That was a good point.
That was a great point.
No, like it made me like, huh.
It literally made a sound. It was such a good point.
Fake, huh? Like,
No, I felt, you know, I love Travis, so I felt for him. Like, makes me not like Kris even more. Why the couple that laughs together stays together. We're talking to Larry, the cable guy, and his wife, Kara. We'll be right back.